blow some red from you.
Welcome to 520 Sports Talk. I'm Sean Scott. That is Bill McCulloch. Welcome to episode number 38.
38.
This is my shop finger that I cut off.
Oh, okay.
It grew back, though.
It got better.
It got better. So, another amazing show for you today. Not to bring up more softball, but we love softball. And while the Women's College World Series is going on right now, I know the crowd's looking because there's some loud phones, and it's okay. We're going to be fine. So make sure you're watching on your phones. If you are watching live right now, we're here at Stray Dogs, by the way. Woo!
Are definitely home away from home.
Yes.
And they love softball teams.
Yeah. So we're here at Stray Dogs. If you are watching live on your phones or mobile device or iPads or tablets or whatever, make sure you hit the share button right now and send the emojis across. We have great guests today from the Tucson Champs Academy. We have the softball team here. We have a guy from Tucson you may know, George Arias, former major leaguer and former Japanese league. Is it the Nippon League? Is that all right?
And he played his whole, he played at Pueblo, he played at Pima, and he played at U of A. So.
Right, exactly. So we're keeping the hometown, the 520 connection alive and well. We're very excited. It's going to be a great show. And just make sure that you're sending the questions and comments across. Send the emojis across, except for the frowny face and the crying face. We do not allow those. If you send them, you're banned. Get out.
That's right. You can never watch us again.
We're going to toss you. So anyways, thank you again for joining us. We want to take a quick second to mention our sponsors, and I'll go through those. In the meantime, Bill will be watching for the questions that are coming across here. First, from the graduates from the Tucson Champs Academy, then we'll move on to some of the 18U players and then the 14U players. We want to, obviously, Stray Dogs, thank you so much for hosting us this week. Also, Friday night, 5 o'clock locally here on your local cable and or satellite provider. They will be featured on the show Ginormous Foods, where they make a 17-inch donut. You've seen some of the smaller donuts here on some of the amazing milkshakes that have been going around. So make sure 5 o'clock on the Food Network, Ginormous Foods featuring Stray Dogs and the 17-inch mega donut.
And the milkshakes here are an entire meal.
Yeah,
so. They're
now serving the 17-inch and I think another smaller version of the donut for birthday parties. So if you don't want to have a cake, they'll actually do one of the donuts for you. So a big congratulations to Chris Lawler, loansbylawler.com, who's been promoted to Vice President / Senior Loan Officer with Nova Home Loan. So congratulations, Chris.
Way to go,
Big
Chris.
ups to you. Thank you very much for being one of the best parts of 520 Sports Talk. Also, when we're not here, we're also at Z Pizza. Last week we were there with the lady bodybuilders and fitness models.
Fun show.
Yeah, it was a good time. And so go up and enjoy some good craft beer and pizza and salads. There's too much stuff to name off. Additionally, I think we hit 103,000 degrees today, give or take a few.
It was hot.
Oasis Air Conditioning and Heating, we want to say a thank you to them. Make sure your AC is tuned up, because if it's not working in the next week, you're going to be pretty miserable.
You're going to be pretty unhappy.
Yeah. So talk to David Murrieta with Oasis Air Conditioning and Heating at 955-0701. And get that tuned up. TucsonAlist.com. If you're looking for a quality service provider, TucsonAlist.com is where to go. The Rock, a lot of great concerts in June at the Rock concert venue. Make sure to go check out local music from the Rock. Additionally, and last but certainly not least,
Sunday on the Rock, they're doing a beach party.
Oh, very nice.
No cover, and they've got a beach bar out back. Also, I talked to the owner of the Rock. When you go to the Rock, mention that you heard the Rock on 520 Sports Talk.
Oh yeah.
And they will either cut your cover in half, or they may not even charge you cover. So
they'll sneak in.
Yeah, definitely let them know that you heard about them here on the show.
Yes, definitely. And also, Micha's on Mexican restaurant on 4th Avenue, serving the finest Mexican food since the 1200s.
1200s, yeah. Magna Carta.
So again, thank you to all of our sponsors. But now the moment we've all been waiting for, and a lot of you are watching live right now, is the Tucson Champs Academy softball team. So I want to start out by bringing in Cindy. Cindy, introduce yourself, your role with Tucson Champs Academy, and tell us about how you guys started and a little bit about Tucson Champs Academy. Yeah.
Well, I'm Cindy Cabillas, coach of the head of the softball side. But to give more information, I would say about how we started with Champs.
Yes.
I would definitely have to refer to George, because this is his baby. And when he presented us with this with this opportunity, I could not. I mean, we talked about it, and it was a no-brainer for us to make this move. So I would have to refer to George to talk about the academy and the goal of what we're trying to do.
Well, George, go ahead. I know it's not a yes or no question, but give us a little bit of background on Tucson Champs Academy.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Thank you. All right. Moving on.
No.
Yeah.
Tucson Champs. I'm a father of 3. We started about 6 years ago. I have a heart and a passion for kids. Understanding that I played the game for about 14 years. I know how difficult it is. And with that being said, training kids and playing are 2 different things. And I see a lot of coaches out there yelling at these kids, and it's not fair because they're just kids at the end of the day.
Right.
And so, along with my friends and my partners, we decided to start an academy and really pour into the lives of these kids. Growing up from the South Side, I was at a point in my life where, it was a defining moment. Either I stray and run around some people I shouldn't be hanging around with, and this one gentleman came in and sponsored me and gave me an opportunity to go and play. And because of that, he gave me hope. So through our academy, we want to give kids hope that through the game of baseball and softball, you're going to be able to shape the lives of young men and women, actually boys and girls, and take the game of what it has to offer and shape their lives.
So it started 6 years ago, and do you just take? I mean, it's not a regional thing. You just take girls from all over. Well, is baseball? Is there baseball and softball? Okay, so baseball. So boys and girls from all over town. It's not. It's not more. Is it more of a?
No, we definitely have tryouts, and we go compete. The older boys will go play in showcase events, what we call.
Okay.
We get opportunities to be in front of scouts. The younger kids. We also have kids who play for other teams and come practice with us.
Okay.
We call those academy kids. We don't want to turn away any kids. So if they're not necessarily on our team, they can still come and train with us and get the type of training that we offer.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, we don't want to turn away kids. So we give them an opportunity.
Exactly. All right. Well, we have a lot of people to talk to tonight.
Yes, we certainly do.
And we're going to start now. Thank you, George. Yes. Alyssa, you want to grab the mic, introduce yourself, and just tell us what position you play and what team you're playing on other than the academy here.
Yeah, I'm Alyssa Miles. I am 19. I play at Gateway Community College in Phoenix, and I'm a catcher.
Great. So tell us a little bit about, I had a conversation with Cindy during this past week and stuff. Tell us the progression that you had when you started out. You weren't a starter, but just tell us the work that you put into to climb the ladder and to be, ultimately a starter and a great player.
Yeah, I started off, I was very hesitant, pretty immature in my position. I kind of skated through for a while, and then there was times where I didn't get to play at all, and then there came to a point where I was like, you know what, I'm putting all this time and all this work in, and I just really want to get a starting spot. So I came to Coach Cindy. This was before college, and I was like, honestly, what do I need to do to work on me to get better, to get some playing time? And then so from there, it went from having private practices to coming together and working out, and then progressively during practice I started getting better, and then I started getting more opportunities in games, and then it just kind of went from there. And then at the beginning of my college year, in the fall season, it was kind of rough. It kind of took me back to where I was before, and I was like, wow, this is kind of rough. I would get pulled out of games an inning in, and I was like, man, this really sucks. And then during the transition from fall to the spring season, when the actual season kind of started, I was like, you know what, I really need to buckle down and just work on me. And so I kind of started just worrying about myself and playing as me, and going back to what I learned with Coach Cindy and referring back to the confidence building that she taught me and everything like that. And so I got some opportunities on the field during the spring season when a couple of the other girls that played my position weren't able to get it done in the classroom, or they would miss practice. And so I was able to start when we played Pima here, and that was honestly the best game I've ever played in my life. I don't know, maybe it was because I was at home, I don't know, but it was really a great game for me. And then from there I just started getting the starting spot, and then it got to the point where pitchers told our coach, like, I don't want to pitch to anybody else except for Alyssa. And so it kind of got to that point. So coming in, or like ending the season, was honestly like probably the best way I could end the season. At the award ceremony, I won Most Improved for my college team, and I'm just really excited to go back next year and work even harder.
Now let me ask you a couple of questions.
Yeah.
One, did you get a hit off Mandy Lawrenson at Pima? Because she threw 6 no-hitters this year.
Actually, we beat Pima, so
Nice.
Yeah. First time in school history, but whatever.
That's all right. That's all right.
No, I don't know. I don't think I hit that game. For a while, my hitting was struggling, so coach would just put me in as the designated player.
And the other question is, when you said you put this extra work in,
Yeah.
was it twofold? Was it on the defensive side and your batting, or was it just more defensive?
I think it
work?
started off as defensive, and then it kind of, when defensive was getting better, then I was like, okay, let's start working on offensive and getting in the batting cages and stuff like that.
Now, what kind of hitter are you? I mean, do you have power, or do you spray the ball?
Yeah.
I don't think you're a slapper, so.
Heck no. I wish.
Well, great.
So we'll move on to the young lady to your right here, Sabrina Johnson, but you go by.
I go by Red.
You go by Red?
In case you couldn't tell.
In case you couldn't tell, for those of you watching at home or on your smartphones, she's got red hair. So
That's right.
talk to us about your role with Tucson Champs Academy and then where you went afterwards.
I went afterwards. I go to Lassen College now, and when I started off with Cindy, we started off where we had. I'm a pitcher, and we started off. We probably had 6 or 7 pitchers.
Oh wow!
And so it was just very unlikely that all of us were going to play, and I pretty much only pitched, so that was my one thing that I felt like I did really, really good. So it was more about like working and like waiting until, well, not waiting, but waiting everybody out, because everybody had like weeded themselves out when they couldn't compete or they just chose not to work as hard.
Right. So then moving on into the college game. So you're still pitching, or have they moved to?
No, I'm still pitching.
What's your favorite pitch?
Screwball.
Screwball, really?
Screwball, yeah.
You don't hear about that
hard
much.
to throw an underhand.
It is most definitely the screwball,
hard
because
pitch.
I think that when girls crowd their plate because they think they can't hit an inside pitch, so I will always throw the pitch and I will not be afraid to hit you.
Oh wow, there you go. Not afraid to throw darts.
So when you throw that pitch, you have. Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
Okay, so do you have like the right-handers bailing out?
All of the time, and for the most part they are strikes, but they continue to bail out of the
Nice
box.
curve. Nice inside curve.
So we do have some questions coming across, and I believe this is probably from Lori, because it says we're commenting, and I'm not asking questions, Bill. I mean, they're typed in. So.
That's right. That's right.
So Lori, one of our
co-hosts.
One of our co-hosts and our new director of social media. We'll get to that in a moment. Is she coming today?
She can't make it today, but she will definitely be here next week when I'll be in Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
So the Cienega boys volleyball team will be Lori and Sean.
So what are your plans for the future beyond the college level you're at now? Either one of you. In fact, both of you.
Yeah, in the fall, I've already talked to my college coach, Coach Rowe, and we have plans to talk about moving on to a university after I get my associates this next year. Definitely to keep playing ball and hopefully to get a scholarship to go to a university.
Let's talk a little bit about the academic side. What are you? Obviously, you're freshman and sophomore. You're going to do your prerequisites, but what's your goal for your degree?
I want to be a physical therapist.
Perfect.
So that's
All
what
right.
I'm gearing towards.
You probably work on some injured softball players.
Right.
Hopefully.
Red? If I may call you Red.
Yes.
Okay,
you
thank
may.
you. All right.
I'm working for my early education major, early childhood education, because I want to be a kindergarten teacher.
Well, you must have a lot of patience.
Yes.
And you better be prepared for the kids to talk about your hair a lot, if you keep it.
I sure hope they talk about it. Hopefully it's a different color by then, so it just changes every once in a while, so they're always surprised.
So then people will call you Sabrina Green Johnson?
I'm just going to hope red sticks, whether it's red or not.
Okay,
I don't think green sounds very good.
It'll be blue would look good. George says blue would look fine. Or you go rainbow.
I enjoy the rainbow. I thought about
it. Have you done that before?
I thought about it.
Okay, all right. So, what's sort of the one thing you think that you could improve most with your game now?
Right now, definitely hitting, but also staying in the game. Even when like things are getting tough, maybe we're ahead of the count and then we get behind. Just staying focused, and as a catcher, you always have to be in the game and focused on being positive and getting the best results from your players. Because I feel like a lot of people will like look to your pitcher, or your catcher, for confidence or for answers sometimes.
Sure.
So just staying in the game and knowing what to do all the time.
Now, do you call the pitches or do you get the signals from the bench?
It depends. Coach Rowe, towards the end of the season, she would be like, just go kind of call your own game. And I was like, okay. And then I would just kind of do it. But sometimes she would want specific things on specific batters. So then she would call them. But other than that, I was in charge sometimes.
Now, do you guys go to meetings and talk to the coaches about, your next opponent on, all right, this batter, likes an inside pitch, so we're not going to pitch him inside?
It typically happens the practices before, like, upcoming to the game. She'll be like, okay, this is not what we're going to throw. This is what we're going to throw. Kind of work on what their defensive strategy is and, like, what we're going to do offensively to crack that, or their offensive strategy and what we're going to do defensively in order to compete with them.
So more questions coming across. So I have, by the way, Jamie, Mia's coming up. So we do have about 3 more minutes with the group here, then we're going to move on to the 18s. So 2 questions. The first one's my question, because we covered a lot of softball for the U of A during the regionals and super regionals.
We're everywhere.
Right.
5-2-0.
So we have pitcher and catcher here. So if you have to go out to the mound, settle down the pitcher, some umpires will basically follow you out there. Mm-hmm. Some of them will give you 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Why do some of them just go right out there and basically just ask you to wrap it up before anything conversation really happens?
I think it's because they know that most of the time we're just going to walk over there and like laugh about something or talk about something really stupid.
Okay.
And they don't, I don't know, maybe they think it's a waste of game, but sometimes that's what the pitcher needs.
Now, do you put the glove over the mouth?
Sometimes. Like if we're laughing, I kind of do sometimes just because they know,
Okay,
That's
and
great.
then the
That's
next
great.
question is, do you remember what got you started in softball?
I remember I was really into sports as a kid, and then I played soccer for a long time, and then my mom was like, here, let's try, softball. And I was like, okay, cool. So I was playing softball and soccer. I was like, Mom, soccer's just too much running. I can't do this anymore. So then she's like, all right, then we'll stick to softball, and then it just kind of stuck.
Similarly, I had the same thing, but I started out playing softball because my older cousin played, and so I also have a cousin my own age. And so when we got to the age where you're allowed, like you can play, when you get to the age that you're able to play, my uncle asked if I wanted to play, and so we went ahead and we started. And then I played softball and soccer for a little while, and I did just about the same thing where I was like, soccer's a lot of running, and I played co-ed soccer, so I was like, the boys are getting kind of big, I'm still pretty little, let's just go to an all-girls sport, and softball became it.
Fair enough.
Hey, if you heard the noise in the background, the College World Series just ended with
Oklahoma!
in a row after that marathon game last night. So
Wow.
So congratulations to the Oklahoma Sooners.
All right. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to give some time to the 18s. So if you want to round them up. 30 seconds.
Boy, I'm glad we got a producer.
I know, right? Seriously.
And he's multitasking. He's eating pizza and producing.
Wow. I can't do that. I can't walk and, do anything at the same time.
That's right.
So if you want to look into one of these cameras right here and say hi to whoever you want to, you have 30 seconds. Go nuts.
Hi, Jade.
No, you got.
Hi, Jade.
Shout out to my boy Anthony Rizzo. Hope you're killing it.
Hey, Mom.
Hi Tina, how are you?
Hi, Dad.
Hi Mike Johnson.
Who else?
Dad got third billing.
I know, right?
I feel like I should say Coach Rowe because she knows everything, and I'm pretty sure she's watching.
And my last one would be Gabby Torres because she specifically said, make sure you mention my name.
Well, promise filled. Wonderful. Thank you all for joining us. We appreciate it. We're going to send in the 18s now. But George, Cindy, and Sabrina, Alyssa, thank you so much for coming on
Thank
5
you very
Sports Talk.
much.
We really appreciate it. Thank you. So we'll send in them, and then Bill, is there anything we needed to cover when
Well, we're going to
our
have
player
Mr.
change?
Arias back in a few weeks with some other former major leaguers when we have our All-Star Game show.
Yes.
We'll probably be here. Not sure yet, but probably a good chance it'll be here.
Yeah, so did you tell George who's going to be joining us?
Yes, I did.
Oh, very nice. I added another one who's probably going to be the youngest one out of the group so far, Colin Porter. Yeah, so Colin's been a friend of ours for a long time, and so I'm going to try and get him on with the show, because if we get a whole bunch of major leaguers together, it'll be a good time.
Should be a great
So,
time.
yeah.
Eddie Vosberg, I played Little League with him. Actually,
Really?
against him. I was on a different team, but yeah, he had actually his team won the Little League World Series.
Oh, wow. I didn't play Little League. I was busy playing hockey.
On the
College
college,
was, yes.
yeah.
I played
Yeah.
hockey growing up. I have no idea. I played 1 year of Little League, and I was not good.
Little League's a good time.
Yes. All right, wonderful. Well, if you want to round up the 18,
Thank
the
you.
18s, thank you all very much. I want to mention we did forget one person, and I'm really embarrassed. We forgot Andy Taylor Media, because you know what we do here. Even when we have internet difficulties, when we have a lot of stuff going on, no matter where we. So,
Also, if you have businesses out there and you would like live commercials shot in front
Oh,
of
yeah.
your business or inside your business, Andy Taylor's the guy to get a hold of.
yeah, that's right there. That is Putin on the Ritz right there.
That's right.
That is Putin on the Ritz, looking over our shoulders as always.
Blame it on the Russians.
Yeah. Actually, we were 10 minutes late because we were afraid of being hacked by the Russians.
That's right. I think we were being hacked.
Well, I think the thing is that Vladimir Putin does love our show.
Yes, he
And
does.
so basically he wanted to take over and broadcast over us, and we were like, no, it's just not going to happen.
No.
So
No
we
one
took
interrupts
over.
520 Sports Talk.
Right. All right. Andy, we lost. So anyways, I guess we lost some audio during the ad for Andy Taylor Media. So Lori, Andy Taylor Media.
Oh, I did that on purpose.
Oh, he cut out the mic.
He cut it out for
He's
Lori.
like, please don't talk about me. No.
That's right.
All right.
Way to be on the ball, Lori.
All right, so we've got 4 players from the 18U. So
So
What
which
is
one
the-
are you?
yeah, what does
And
the
which ones
U
are
and what does the
18?
U stand for? An under? Yeah. An under. Okay. So go ahead and the two of you can share that microphone. The two of you can share this microphone. Now we're going to ask
Make
you
sure
to
you talk right into
Yeah,
it.
don't hold it by the cord area. Right, perfect. That's perfect. So for microphone lessons from Andy Taylor Media, you hold it by the microphone, not by the cord. Otherwise, we lose audio like I did because I wasn't following the rules. So if you can introduce yourselves, because we don't know what order everyone sat down in, we just know your names. So start over here. We'll go all the way over. Introduce yourself. What position you play on the field, and it's okay if there's more than one. We know there's a lot of people that play more than one position. And do we have another follow-up? If you have a nickname that's fun and exciting,
All
I
right.
saw some smiles,
Even if
so I
it's
know
not
there's
fun
a
and
yes.
exciting,
There's a
give us
yes
your
with that
nickname.
question.
Yeah.
All right, so my name is Ashley Fuller. I play pitcher and first, and then everybody calls me Double T.
Calls you what?
Double T.
Double T.
Yeah.
Want to
Okay.
expound on that?
Okay, I'm pretty sure it stands for Twin Towers, right, guys? Yeah. It's because of my height, but
Makes sense.
So is it too tall? Is it double T or something like that? Is it just, yeah? All right.
I'm Samantha. They call me Sammy, and I'm utility, so I play everywhere. I don't catch though, but yeah.
What's your
Everywhere else?
preference?
I like playing middle infield and pitcher.
Middle infield and pitching. Do you have a screwball? A screwball.
Yes.
Okay. See, I haven't. It's
That's
like
a mean pitch.
it's a mean pitch
It
because
is.
even in the College World Series, you see a fastball, you'll see a changeup, you'll see a rise ball, but you don't
Yeah.
really see the screwball that much.
Right.
Why is
Yeah.
that?
I mean, it's a hard pitch to throw, but I feel like they do throw it. Just we can't really tell because it might just look like a fastball to us, but it actually has
okay.
a spin of a screwball.
Now, do any of you pitchers have like a nasty changeup like Tooley does for the U of A? No, okay.
Red does?
Red does, yeah.
All right.
I mean, that thing almost stalls halfway to the plate.
Yeah, but the arm motion
So
is the
far,
same.
they're so
You
far
can't
out in
tell.
front of it. You're like, all right, well, totally missed
looks
on that
silly,
one.
yeah.
So, okay, we have comments, a lot of comments coming through. So that's Slam and Sammy. Is that
Slam and Sammy.
is that a real nickname or is that just someone calling you that?
That's my friend Robert.
Yeah.
Slam and Sammy. I think that's. I don't know if I've heard that one before.
Wait.
My friend Robert from Phoenix just sent that in.
Oh, nice.
Okay, wait a second. So we had someone who commented. So there's, it's basically there's Sammy, there's Ashley, there's Erica who we'll be getting to, and then Short Stack. So I'm assuming go right ahead.
Okay.
Introduce yourself, and I guess your nickname is Short Stack. So
My name's Alexis Anderson. The team calls me Short Stack, and I'm a utility player too.
So the Short Stack, it could be one of two things. Could be the height, or it could be that you love pancakes.
Well, our coach Vanessa, when she played, Coach Cindy called her Short Stack, and she's kind of my height still, but maybe a little bit taller. So when I had started playing, they said that they should nickname me Short Stack because I'm as tall as Vanessa.
All right. So do you play everything but catcher as well?
Everything but catcher, pitcher, and first.
What's your preference?
Third base.
Third base. Why? The long throw.
Well, I like how hard the balls get hit.
You like to show off your arm?
Yeah, that too. But I tend to think more when I have a longer time to get a ground ball. So
Gotcha.
the closer
So
the
what
better.
do you do? Is it true that they said in the College World Series, I don't know, a lot of people that are watching on TV on ESPN or whatever you're watching the College World Series on, is the Tucson dirt really hard so that the choppers are really hard to field?
I know the U of A it does.
It's like concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the field.
Now, are you a slapper?
No,
Okay.
I'm a
She
righty.
hits for power.
You're a power hitter?
She throws from third base, so she hits for power.
The toy cannon?
All right, so we'll move over.
I'm Erica Baird, and I'm a catcher, and I play first base.
Catcher and first base. If you had to pick one, only one to play for the rest of your life, what is it?
I would catch.
You would catch. Why is that?
I love it because I feel like it's a personal challenge.
Okay.
Plus, you get the ball every time.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Every time we have catchers on the show, they're like, I'm involved in every
a
single
little bit
play.
more involved in the
Yeah.
game.
Same question. Do you have to call your own games, or does it come in from the coach?
It depends. Most of the time I'll call my own game.
Really?
Yeah.
So what's the relationship like with the pitcher? I mean, like, do you kind of have to? How many times do they shake you off? Never. You're perfect. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the only one who really shakes me off is Samantha.
Oh yeah.
Because you call a pitch I don't have.
I can't throw that.
She didn't have the microphone, but she says because she calls pitches that you don't have.
Yeah.
So what pitch don't you have?
I don't have a drop ball.
You don't have a drop ball. So what's the sign for a drop ball?
That is classified information.
Information?
I'm just kidding.
So are you going to work on a drop ball next season?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So you guys play club teams, all not only around Tucson, but probably Southern Arizona. You go to California. What's your favorite place to go to play other teams?
Yeah, I personally like California, like San Diego, and Flagstaff is fun too because the air is thinner, so the ball goes.
I'm a San Diego. Yeah, a little lighter air up in Flagstaff.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Coors Field up in Colorado for the Rockies.
Yeah.
So, do you guys have rivalries here in the city with other club teams? And if you do, who are they? You can call them out.
The Aztecs.
The Aztecs, okay. We may be having them on the show soon.
It's actually true. It should be probably maybe July.
July, we'll have them on the show, yeah.
We won't tell them you said that.
Yeah, they may be watching, though.
That's probably true. Coach Ruiz is probably watching right now.
Yeah, Coach Ruiz is a good guy.
So, Coach, if you're watching, you want to go ahead and send a message. Just saying.
That's right.
I'm not saying, I'm just saying. So, what are your plans for after Tucson Champs Academy?
I'm going to attend Mesa Community College in the fall to play softball.
To play softball, okay.
Very good school.
So, are you the only senior up here?
Yes.
Okay, what
Wait.
other grades do we have represented?
I'm actually graduated. So technically, I'm not a senior.
So you're not a senior. So you're a
You're
freshman.
a 13th grader.
I'm a freshman.
You're a 13th grader?
Yes.
13th grade.
13th grader.
13th grade.
Yeah.
So what other grades do we have represented here?
I'm going into my senior year this year.
Going to be. So you're a senior.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you thought about what comes after this year?
I know I want to go to a university to study for engineering, but I haven't been recruited yet.
What kind of engineering?
I'm not sure yet, but I'm thinking either mechanical or electrical.
Nice. Remember us guys at 520 Sports Talk when you get that big money.
Right. All right.
I am going to be a junior.
Going to be a junior. Okay. You're a junior. You just
I'm
say
a
it.
junior.
You're a junior.
I'm
I'm
a
a junior
junior
now. School's over.
That's
I'm a
right.
junior.
I'm a junior.
Okay.
And I'm also a junior.
You're also a junior. Not going to be a junior, but you are a junior.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Where are all four of you that are, or three of you that are still in high school? What high schools do you go to?
I go to Ironwood Ridge.
Okay.
Oh, so you're right up
Nighthawks?
here, yeah.
Nighthawk Nation.
I go to Desert View.
Desert View, all right. Jaguars.
Jaguars. I did not know that.
That's why they pay me the big money.
Right? Yeah.
And then I also go to Ironwood.
All right. A couple of Northwest Side girls here.
Yeah, I know. So we all represent the Northwest Side.
Yeah.
So my kids will eventually go to Ironwood Ridge. They're Wilson K through 8 now, so But go Nighthawks. Is it Nighthawks? I feel like I'm gonna mess it up.
Yes,
Like
it
at
is.
any second I'm gonna say the wrong thing, and then the boos are gonna rain down, and the mean faced emojis are gonna happen because I'm gonna say the wrong nickname.
No,
But that's what
Lori's
I have
on the
you here
ball.
for.
She'll keep us straight.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, Lori's daughter's a Nighthawk, right?
Exactly.
So yeah, exactly. So I kind of want to get into some of the more fun questions now. Be a little. That was the warm up.
Yeah.
I'm like,
He's going to start throwing strikes now, so
Yeah.
watch out.
So on a 3-2 count, in the bottom of the sixth. I'm totally kidding. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. All right. So who on the team has the best sense of humor? Apparently they're over at that table because they're all laughing right now. Probably at nothing we said, but
Okay, probably Kiki and Bernie.
why is that?
Just, I don't know, they're always messing around and joking around. So, I mean,
Always cracking jokes.
They're always cracking jokes. So
yeah.
who did we have? I think it was Empire that had the crazy bus stories.
Yes.
Are there any crazy bus stories that we need to know about or being trapped in an elevator or anything fun like that? Road trips are always fun. So
Yeah, road trips are fun, but we've never all been in a bus going to a tournament before. I'm trying to think.
Everybody goes in separate cars, or?
Oh, here we go. Story's coming.
Okay, so one time after Saturday practice, we were all sitting in a circle, and we had it wasn't a soccer ball, but it was like a bouncy ball that you kick around, and so we were kicking it up and keeping like a balloon off the
Right.
floor game, and the ball went to E, and she stuck her leg out. And it went straight into Gabby's face. It was so funny.
Oh, I sense a picture coming from Andy sometime soon.
That's right.
Because we probably had something like that, but straight in the face.
Yes, yes.
Any broken nose or black
No.
eye issues or
No.
anything? No.
She was okay.
Right. That was Bill and I fighting over a trophy for those of
That's
you that
right.
were watching. For the Well, Bill was the star athlete. I was just a short
Not in hockey
athlete.
though.
I was the short stack.
That's right.
So, I mean, I'm a towering 5'4" in direct sunlight now, but you wouldn't know just from watching, the show.
Every dog has his day in the sun.
Right. If you're in Tucson, every day is in the sun.
Exactly.
So, I'm just. Oh yeah. I keep forgetting these things. It's a good thing I have you two to keep us on track here,
And Lori.
Yeah, and Lori. Oh, okay, wait. Before we go to shout-outs, do you all play for your high school teams?
Yeah.
No, Short Stack does not play for a high school team. Am I allowed to call you that?
No. Yeah.
Are you a free agent or what?
Yeah.
So why do you not play for your high school team? Because you're just way too cool for them, or?
I'm thinking.
A lot of politics, and while Desert View's coach had told me if I didn't want to play ASA with his club ball team, that I would be either riding the bench as a varsity player or playing on the JV team.
Wow.
Well, I guess we won't have Desert View.
Yeah, I was going to say. I mean, we don't deal with the politics here.
That's
We're
right.
equal opportunity.
We're straight up.
We've got club teams, got high school, JC, we got college here. No politics.
That's right.
So, well, then, we just wish you the best in playing college ball somewhere, because you'll get all the good tutelage here at Tucson Champs Academy.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Cindy.
You can take your talents to Miami or wherever LeBron James is at the moment.
That's right.
All right, so now, we have a lot, just really, it's a lot of people that must be in the background, and like all the moms are commenting on stuff that's going on in the background right now. So, just you'll be able to see it afterwards. But yeah, right. So, we want to remind everyone that once the show is done, we either later that night or the following day, it gets uploaded to YouTube. You can check everything out on your smart TV. So on your 80-inch flat screen, you can watch this afterwards, replayed. We do our best to get it up that night. If not, it's going to be the following day. So make sure to check it out on the YouTube page. Just look it up, 520 Sports Talk. We're on all the social media platforms, Instagram at 520 Sports Talk, Twitter at 520 Sports Talk, Facebook at 520 Sports Talk. So
also want to kind of throw out a challenge to the Tucson Champ Nation out there. Between Empire and Cienega, our two Vale high schools, we had 5,000 viewers. So you need to share this with your friends.
Yes, hit share right now. Hit it right now.
That's right.
I don't see anyone hitting share
the page
right now.
Because anytime that we go live, whether we're on a show here or we're going to be filming one of your games, they're going to get an automatic notification that 520 is going live. So we will be at your games. So you'll get to know Sean and I a little bit better.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you do good, we'll say stay tuned for the post-game show. We're coming right up.
Yeah. And if not, we'll let you guys go and talk about what we could do better.
That's it.
But again, so now you each have 30 seconds to look into either one of these cameras right here to say hello to whoever you want to, parents, grandparents.
Hopefully there's some out-of-town visitors. You guys have out-of-town relatives that are watching?
So anyways,
shout out to them. Tell us what city they're in.
We'll start right here.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
She's not watching.
She's not watching.
She may watch on the 80-inch screen when it goes on YouTube, though.
All right.
Good move.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Wait. I want to give a shout out to Coach Cindy for helping us 18Us, 14Us as players and helping us get better through our troubles we have.
All right.
Okay, I want to give a shout out to my Tia Susie, my Tio Joe in Las Vegas, Nevada, and Clarissa, my cousin, and yeah, hi guys.
Are your T on T watching? But you're going to tell them to watch on the big screen. There we go. Nice move again.
All right. Hi, Mom. And then
she turns it to
yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, what we're going to do right now, if you want, we need to get 3 of the 14 U's. So I'll just go ahead and read them off who we want, and then maybe a coach. So if you wouldn't mind going to a tag team, tag someone in. We'll have, is it Yami? Mia? And is it Kaylee? With a C? Kaylee with a C? and then one coach. Ready, break. Yes. So, yes, and share this right now. So, while they are taking their places right now, share. Everyone share. Sharing is caring. So hit share. We can see when you share. There's share.
Share, yeah.
Share. So share with a CH and share with an SH. So we want to give more love to our sponsors right now. We're going to start in the other direction. Micha's on 4th Avenue, fine Mexican food. So if you're down on the south side, or even if you're not down on the south side, you want some really good Mexican food.
It's a road trip, believe me.
Yes. So make sure that you are enjoying some Micha's. Go for breakfast, go for lunch, go for dinner, go for margaritas, go for whatever you want. So enjoy. Also, TucsonAlist.com. If you're looking for a quality service provider, TucsonAlist.com is the place to go. Z Pizza and Tap Room in Oro Valley. Great pizza. If you're not having pizza here at Stray Dogs, have pizza at Z Pizza. And they have 12 beers on tap and wine. We don't talk about that with the 14 U's right here, but you know what I'm saying.
Not at all.
So, also Oasis Air Conditioning and Heating with the temperatures above 3,000 degrees right now. I may have overshot that a little bit, but it's close to 3,000 degrees. Make sure that your air conditioning unit is in tune. Ask for David Murrieta. Please tell all of our sponsors that you found them from 520 Sports Talk. It helps them out. It helps us out. We want to know that we're getting the word out there to these sponsors.
And they'll give you a break on whatever you whether it's food or services or anything like that.
Yes.
So it'll help you out too.
Yes, and then we definitely want to mention our gracious host for the evening. That is Z Pizza. I'm sorry, Z Pizza. Stray Dogs. I'm sorry. So, Stray Dogs. The milkshakes have been flowing. I mean, I must see 30 different milkshake cups right here. They put churros on them and donuts and kicks and like everything. It's crazy. And make sure to watch them on Ginormous Foods. That will be airing Friday at 5 o'clock on the Food Network. That is here at Stray Dogs. They're going to have a little watching party. So come here and watch the show, 5 o'clock at Stray Dogs. They'll be featuring the 17-inch Mega Donut. And then you can stay after for the NBA Finals game, because they'll be televising that as well.
Nice.
So now, I see that the group before, the 18Us, they didn't listen very well.
No.
They didn't.
No.
They brought everyone. We brought the house right now. So we have...
no coach.
And no coach. So we're going to try and get everyone adjusted on the cameras as well as we can. So if we say move this way, move that way, or something like that, or
two groups, but we'll do it like this.
So we have all of the 14U players for Tucson Champs Academy. So what we're going to do, we will start all the way over here to my left. Grab the microphone. Make sure to hold it by the top of the mic. Yeah, like right there. Introduce yourself. What position? Yeah,
it's on.
You're good. So just introduce yourself. What position you play?
I'm Kaylee. I play catcher, first and outfield.
All right. So it'll be you three get one microphone, and then the three of you get this microphone right here.
I'm Madeline. I play second and outfield.
I'm Taylor. I play catcher and middle infield.
I'm Brianna, and I play middle infield.
I'm Mia. I pitch and I play corners.
I'm Yami. I play everywhere but first.
Nice.
All right. So just for what it's worth, Brianna, apparently you're the loudest. So says someone in your family right now that says, Bree is going to be the loudest one, ... LOL. Apparently, this is not true.
Explain that?
Yeah. Please pass along the microphone. Why are you the loudest one out of these four?
It's actually a joke. I'm one of the quietest ones.
Oh, all right. So I neglected to ask this question earlier, and it may be a silly question, but I guess the only dumb questions are the ones you don't ask, right? Right. Everyone's like, yeah, definitely, okay. So, high schools have mascots. They have nicknames, like the Jaguars and the Nighthawks. Are you guys just the champs? Please, go
You
ahead.
play freshman
Yeah.
ball, or I mean,
We are. Yeah, we don't really have one yet. We're just champs.
okay.
Because everyone's saying go Tucson champs, so I just figured that instead of some sort of bird or wildcat or other mascot, just the champs.
Yeah, we haven't really thought of anything for that.
Well, we'll
Not a
call
bad
on Cindy.
name.
Cindy, I assume you're watching right now. They're all asking for a mascot now. So maybe maybe a giant falcon that can fly in, and land on someone's arm.
Or bite your head off
pregame.
or something.
Bite your head off. What kind of birds are you like?
You gotta have a mean mascot.
A mean mascot.
Yeah.
It's a bird of prey, man.
Come look at Scottsdale.
Yeah, the fighting artichokes. But if any of you end up going to Scottsdale Community College, their mascot is the fighting artichokes. Nothing scary
Luckily,
about
they
that.
changed their colors. They are green and gold now. They used to be pink and black.
Yeah, pink and black. But you know what? The girls softball team would probably like that.
Yes, exactly.
But green and gold, if
right.
anyone's going to go to CDO here, they'd be used to it,
So, you guys, we heard from the 18 and under group. You guys obviously play club ball here in town. You guys travel to different areas. What's your biggest rival team here in Tucson or in Southern Arizona?
The Avengers.
The Avengers. Okay.
Well, when you have to go up against Iron Man and the Hulk and Thor,
could be tough.
that is tough. I've heard Thor has a mean fastball.
Yeah.
They're all looking like
He's
really.
"Who's Thor?"
I thought these questions were going to be serious, guys.
That's right.
And come on.
So why is the Avengers the team to beat? Do you know the girls on the squad, or is it just you guys kind of go back and forth? They beat you, you beat them, and what's the deal?
Hey.
They just we only have played them. We haven't really played them that often, but they weren't the nicest of teams to us. They were a little cocky over us.
Oh, okay. So there's a little bit of a revenge factor there.
Yeah.
Anyone charging them out or anything? Does it get serious?
No.
A lot of people are saying hi. Mia's getting a lot of love right now.
He is getting a
Just
lot
saying.
of love.
Mia's getting a lot of love right now.
And then there's Go Boo. Which one do you use, Boo?
Who's Boo? Anyone here, Boo? It's
From Jenna.
Jenna Hernandez. All right, so you're Boo. I bet you didn't know that, but you're Boo. We have Hi Taylor. Hi Taylor from who's Hi Taylor from? From Bonnie. Well, this one's from.
You're like Bonnie the Third.
Yes. We have a hi Mia from Michelle. Eliana says, "Hey Mia, Mia." Okay, here we go. What's that? It says Eliana. Oh boy. And then we had some maybe slightly less than appropriate comments on here, but we love it. We love it. It's great.
It's Facebook. We don't have to answer to anybody.
All right. So where do you all go to school, and do you play on a school team? You start wherever you want. Not to these guys. Yeah.
I go to Mountain View right now. So I'm already in high school, so.
I go to Miranda Middle.
I also go to Miranda Middle.
I just promoted from 8th grade, so I'll be going to CDO.
So there you go, the green and gold right there.
Yeah, I'm the same with her. I'm going to CDO too.
I go to Dodge.
So do you plan on
you go
playing?
where?
To Dodge?
Dodge on Pima?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you plan on playing for the high school team?
I do. I plan for playing for CDO.
All right.
Now, Miranda
Seriously, we
Middle
need
School,
you
is that
to
the
calm
one
down,
that's
okay?
right off the
You're so
10th
loud.
freeway? Used to be the old high school? Or did they build another one? Is that a hard question?
What, Miranda Middle?
Yeah, is that the one right off the 10?
It's right off the 10. They actually built that wall so it kind of covers it up.
Oh,
You used
okay.
to be able to see it from the highway, but then they built this giant, 40-foot wall.
The noise barrier.
The noise barrier.
Okay.
You know,
Now, if
because
they just hurry up on the Ina Road Bridge, it'd be all fine.
yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon. So if you do have questions right now for the girls here, please send them across. We do have another 15 minutes left in the show, so please send the questions across. What's been the best part about playing for Tucson Champs so far?
I think the best part about playing for Tucson Champs is my teammates and the coaches, because the teammates are just all really encouraging, and they're always there and have you back. They could help you, especially the 18s. Since they're older, you could kind of watch them as like a role model. And the coaches, they teach us skills that, like, not only for the softball field, but for.
Well, let me ask you this: you said the 18 and under girls help you as well. Do you guys practice together at any time?
Yeah, we combine practices. Sometimes we have different fields, but yeah, we do. Yeah.
Oh, I have a question from about one of our former guests. Do you play against the show?
Is it what age the show?
So I
think they had the 14 and under 12 or something.
They start at 15 and under.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if it's something that the 14Us play against.
We've had the show on an earlier show.
The show 10U.
And,
my sister's on the show 10U.
Oh, your sister's on the
and
show.
And my dad.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Is your dad one of the coaches?
Yeah, Steve Yankee.
Oh, Steve.
Oh, yeah. All right.
We love Steve.
So, wait a second. I guess I have to ask now. So if your dad is coaching at the show, don't they go to 15? Does it go as high as 15U with the show, or is it just 12 and under? Or?
They're 10U right now, but they'll move up together.
Because I thought they were older for some reason. But
have you ever played with your dad?
Yeah, I started out playing with my dad.
How do you like his coaching style compared to the coaching style that you have now?
It's different, but he's a good coach, so.
Last opportunity out there if you're watching to share the broadcast. So please click the share button when you're in your Facebook app. So there's a little on the lower left-hand side that says share.
Click on that.
We want to make sure the 14U girls get as much love as possible. The crowd hasn't dropped at all, but we want to make sure that everyone is watching right now. We have a lot of Go Bree, Go CDO, Go Dorados. Share is actually sharing the broadcast right now.
Share is?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So let's see. Keeps buffering on. Mia, every time you talk, I guess it keeps buffering. So you know what? If you want to pick up the microphone and just talk for 15 minutes, that way make sure everyone's... You're good now? No, all right. Well, but... So, Bill, do you have any more questions right now? I know you're dying to jump on the microphone and ask questions.
Sure.
I always hog it all from you the whole time. So,
6 players up here.
Who's the best? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Game's on the line. You got the bases loaded. Who do you want batting?
We want Kaylee batting because we all know she can rip one over the fence.
Out over the fence. Nice.
Okay, so Kaylee, refresh me. What positions do you play again?
I play catcher, first base, and outfield.
Catcher. Okay. Would you rather hit a game-winning home run, or would you rather rob someone from hitting a home run?
Oh, I'd rather hit one.
That was the easiest answer we had.
That was like
everyone
right
else is like, I don't know, because
right there.
I love defense. I mean, no one loves defense. The long ball. That's what it's all about. So who here hits for power, and who's the slap hitters?
Wait, say that again?
Who are the power hitters and who are the slappers here?
I don't think we have any slappers.
Oh, we're going to have to start recruiting some slappers.
Seriously.
Cindy.
Cindy, no, I mean, are there any on the team?
Needs a slapper.
I think we have people that are learning it on the side, but no one in this group does slapping.
So you all just like hit them over the fence, or?
We're kind of we're all power hitters.
You're all power hitters. Okay, so your scores are 10-6 or something like that.
No, I don't.
Remember to pick up the mic.
Are there any desire to learn how to slap hit, or are you just concentrating on elevating that out of here?
I'd rather concentrate on power hitting.
Makes sense. Everyone digs the long ball.
kind of learn, but I usually stay ready. So
But you just stay in your stance. But
yeah, I stand.
Yeah.
I know a lot of the players that I saw during the regionals and super regionals, whether it was South Carolina, Baylor, U of A. There's a lot of slap hitters now. I think it's really becoming more popular because you get a lot of base runners on.
Oh yeah, and if you're left-handed, it's a shorter route to first. So, especially on if you can chop the ball, you're probably a step and a half ahead of a right-handed hitter who's not going to be a slapper.
Right. Plus, with this hard Tucson dirt,
That's right.
it either dies when it hits the ground or it bounces 30 feet in the air. Caliche.
Caliche.
Is that named after someone?
I hope not.
Okay. Well, what we'd like to
It'd be
give
a good nickname, though.
Right? We'd like to give you all a minute, since you're also very talkative right now. Mia's like, I'm not going to say anything right now. But we're going to give you each a few minutes, well, not a few minutes each. But take your time, say hello to whoever you want to. There's a lot of people. Oh, you know what? Before we do that, we did get another question here. What player do you look up to, and which collegiate team do you follow? For everyone.
We'll start down here. What college team do you follow, and who's your favorite player?
I really love the U of A, but I don't really have like one specific favorite player. I just have like my group of them.
Go ahead.
From this season, it was Katiana, Mo.
Auga?
Yeah. Jesse.
Harper?
Yeah. Alyssa Palomino. And Deja Molipola.
Yeah, and Alyssa will be back next year. It's unfortunate she had that late season injury.
I also like the U of A. I don't really have like favorite players right now though. It'd probably be Danielle O'Toole though.
Thule's a good choice. And she's from San Diego.
I like U of A, and again, I don't have a favorite player.
Would you want to play for Coach Candrea?
Yeah.
I also like U of A. I don't really have a favorite player.
The U of A and Danielle Toole, Mauga, and Mo Mercado. And I also like
good.
Oregon.
Ducks are good.
Yeah,
Ducks are good. Huskies are good. Pac-12's good.
Yeah. And then for them, it'd be Megan Heist.
Very good player.
Yeah.
Very good player.
Also U of A, and I liked when Jenny Finch.
All right. Well, Coach Candrea, if you're watching, you got these guys coming up in 3, 4, 5 years?
Yeah.
4 years?
Exactly. Well, I know the softball recruiting, as we learned, starts very early.
Yes.
And we had a couple of freshman commits.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So I guess softball recruiting happens very early. So basically, tell your parents, just be ready for some phone calls.
That's right.
It'll happen.
Sean and I never got the phone calls.
No, I still don't get phone calls.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's that service.
No, I'm wildly unpopular.
That's right.
So now, I want to just check to see if any more questions have come across here. Great girls. Go Missy girl. Love Taylor, maybe, or Taylor love.
Yeah, that's my grandma.
Yes.
And where does she live?
She lives in Florida.
What part of Florida?
St. Augustine, I think.
Give a shout out to St. Augustine.
St.
All
Augustine
right.
in the house.
See, 520 is everywhere. Thank you,
Yes,
Facebook,
not
right?
just in the 512.
So is she going for the Florida Gators to win? Yeah.
Oops.
Sad.
It seems like there was a few people cheering for Oklahoma. Well, it seems
the older girls were like in Oklahoma.
All the 18s and the graduates were Oklahoma, and then everyone else is like, boo. All right, so now, Go Champ Softball, great coach, Coach Cindy. So just a lot of love for Tucson Champs Academy.
Everybody loves
now,
Cindy.
Right, so now you'll have your opportunity to say hi to whoever you want to.
In-state, out-of-state, China, Italy.
Except for you, Bree, you've spoken way too much, so sorry. So if you want to just take 30 seconds to a minute and just say hi to whoever you want to, we'll start right here.
I'll say hi to my mom and dad and my brother.
Right there, either one, because I think let's go that one. Right
okay,
there.
my nana and tata, and My grandma.
I want to say hi to everybody.
Everyone in the world just
My
got a
family.
shout out right now. Okay.
I like to say hi to my Nina and my tias. I'm not really sure who's watching, but I'll say hi to my grandma since I know she is, and anyone else that knows me that's watching.
I'm gonna say hi to anyone that's watching.
I'll say hi to my parents who are right there. Can
Right there.
probably hear me.
Good call.
So there was a second part to the question. I wanted to give the girls their time here before we signed off for the week. But who on the team is really sort of the inspirational leader? If you're down, who can lift your spirits?
I would say there's not really that one person. We all lift each other up. We can all see whenever a person's down or something's bothering them. So we'll obviously try to lift them up because we're all a family. So that's what we try to do.
Very nice. And
As long as she's at the plate with 2 outs and the base is loaded, right?
Yeah, because that's what teammates are for.
Exactly. So we do have a softball mom watching who just joined. Big ups to Teddy Critchlow.
Teddy's daughter played for Pima, outstanding pitcher, and she's continuing her education up in
Embry-Riddle.
Prescott.
Yes, Embry-Riddle, not only known for their softball, but their aeronautics.
Yeah. And Teddy bought some Adidas 520.
Very nice. So Teddy, when we send you that gear, send us pictures, so we can throw it on the page. We have like just a few minutes left. So Bill, was there any other local sports that of note this week, or?
I do want to say something about the gear because you have till June 18th.
Yes.
If you go on the 520 page, we are partnered with Adidas, and they have Adidas 520 custom gear. They've got the climate gear that stays dry. They've got hoodies. They've got girls' tank tops. What was the one tank top? The V or
the Razorback?
The Razorback. Yeah.
Not Razor.
Oh,
Racer.
Razorback. Okay.
Racer as in driving.
So if you want to
fast.
show off your back muscles or something like the bodybuilders that we had on last week, but please, it helps us at 520 Sports Talk, and also you're gonna say, hey, I was on 520 Sports Talk. Check out this shirt.
Yeah.
So, we love supporting you guys, all the teams around Southern Arizona. So you can go on the 520 Sports Talk. It's on the order form is on there. If you can't find it, message Sean or me,
and we'll email it to you.
We'll send it. Yeah, we'll email it or send it to you in a text. And you have till June 18th when the cutoff date is.
Yes.
Also, what sports is this week? Actually, we just got the number 2 point guard in the whole nation.
Yeah.
Signed with the girls basketball team and Coach Barnes today.
I think they call her a point forward.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it was the number 2 point forward.
Yeah, and the 16th player overall.
And then the men's team also picked up the number 40 out of the ESPN Top 100 recruit for the 2018 class to join Shaq's son, Sharif O'Neal.
Yes, so good things coming on the basketball side for both the ladies and the men coming up, not only this year, but the year after with the some of the recruits that are signing right now. Unfortunately, the baseball team's season came to an end.
Yeah.
Lori does a good job covering baseball for us, and we went a long ways last year. Almost we were a pitch or two away from winning it. It's really, really hard to repeat, as probably your coaches know. So we still had a great season. We beat some really, really good teams this year. Coach Johnson is doing a phenomenal job there. If you guys get a chance next year, go out to High Corbett, or the High C as we call it. Check out the games. Also, I'm sure you guys have been to Hillenbrand Stadium and watched the Lady Cats play. So always support the U of A, support Pima College, fine athletes there, and also high school teams coming up. Cienega next week.
Yeah, we do have Cienega boys volleyball. They won the state championship. We'll be back here at Stray Dogs next week for the state champion boys volleyball team from Cienega. Also, Coach Cindy says, shout out to the girls playing this weekend in Flagstaff.
Nice.
So a little cooler up there. Probably
Probably a nice break from 117 or something.
Yeah,
I'm going to Phoenix tomorrow, so.
I don't know why. That's an incredibly foolish idea. Yeah. But
Exactly.
anyways, thank you so much. We will be back here next week at Stray Dogs. Make sure to be here Friday at Stray Dogs, 5 o'clock for the ginormous foods watching party and Big Donut Fiesta.
I will not be here at Stray Dogs, but Lori Burkhart will be here, and she does a fabulous job. She'll be co-hosting with Sean.
Yes. So thank you to everyone. Thank you to the Tucson champs. Let's give everyone a big round of applause, guys. Come on. Wonderful. All right. Well, thank you so much to the Tucson Champs Academy for joining us on Five Tool Sports Talk. For Andy, for Bill, I've been Sean. We will see you next week. See you later.
We're out.